In this video, I'm going to be talking about why WAV is better than MP3 specifically for music producers. Now, I'm not talking about like in terms of listening, an average listener just listening to a song. This is specifically on the production side of things, and why I'd always recommend WAV samples instead of something like an MP3, even if it's a high quality 321. So to demonstrate this, we have to do a bit of audio editing, because this is a very specific use case, but you'll kind of see where I'm coming from. So I have this sample from a sample pack. It's a very fast melodic loop, sounds like this. And while I play this, I'm going to open up an EQ, and I want you to look up here towards the top of the sound. So obviously, because it's uncompressed, you have the full frequency range. It's not anything like a cutoff over at 18 over here, which you'd usually see with a low quality MP3. This is a full range sample. Now, the reason this is important is because when you have an uncompressed wave or anything like this, if you pitch this around quite a lot, you still get to enjoy frequencies that maybe you don't hear now, but will still be present even if you were to put this down, say, a whole octave or something. Like, let's slow this down, do one of these to it, and I want you to see this when we open up our EQ again. You see, we have this normal, natural roll-off, because that information that you're hearing now down here still existed, it was just, really high up. What happens though that changes this if you didn't have a wave, what I'm going to do is put this back to normal, and I'm going to render it as an MP3. I'll put them side by side so we could compare this. We're going to do our octave thing on both of them again, and we'll take a look. So this is the uncompressed one, pay attention to that side of the EQ. And then it's going to switch to the MP3. Do you hear how much lower quality that is? And you could see it too, because there's a very sharp, like, brick wall-ish cutoff over here. To me, it sounds noticeably worse. I'm not too sure how well that's going to come across on YouTube with, like, compression or anything. But to really exaggerate it, we could go ahead and do this some more. It's not going to sound good, but let's do, like, a 2-octave kind of slow down here like this. This will be really noticeable. So let's listen to our uncompressed one, which is over here. See, we still have our normal roll-off. And even though it doesn't sound too good this low, the audio, like, quality-wise, still sounds good. Now let's switch over to our MP3. You can really see it there with that sharp cutoff. Obviously, if you're doing extreme audio editing like this, you want the sample to be of the highest quality because you're manipulating it quite a bit. And with something like a wave, you have so much extra data, like above even like 20K, that on an MP3 you're just not going to have. And it becomes really important when you're doing extreme audio editing, like something like this. That's why you want uncompressed samples if possible. Like and subscribe for more music production tips like this. Thank you for watching.